Can I stay sober for 30 days like Kelly Rowland? Kelly Rowland is known around the world as a talented singer, performer, actress, producer, and one of the most recognizable voices in modern music. From her early years as a member of Destiny's Child to her successful solo career, she has spent much of her life performing under intense public attention. Fans have watched her grow from a young artist into a successful woman, mother, entrepreneur, and public figure. But when people look at celebrities, they often see only the success. They see the awards. They see the concerts. They see the fashion. They see the interviews. They see the confidence. They see the carefully planned public image. What they may not see are the private pressures that can exist behind success. Fame can bring opportunities, but it can also bring stress, criticism, constant expectations, and very little privacy. For some people, those pressures may lead to unhealthy coping habits. For others, they may create a desire to step away from certain behaviors and focus on health, balance, and self-control. That brings us to an important question. Can a person stay sober for 30 days? Can 1 month without alcohol or other substances become an opportunity to understand habits, improve well-being, and create healthier routines? And what can we learn from public conversations about self-care, personal growth, emotional strength, and taking control of our lives? Before going further, one important point must be clear. This video is not claiming that Kelly Rowland has publicly shared a personal story involving addiction, a substance-related rock bottom, or a documented sobriety journey. The original story presented those details as facts, but they should not be repeated without reliable evidence. Instead, this video uses the idea of a 30-day sobriety challenge as a broader conversation about personal choices, healthier habits, emotional awareness, and the importance of seeking support when substances become difficult to control. Kelly Rowland's public career can still provide inspiration in another way. Her long career reflects discipline. It reflects resilience. It reflects personal growth. It reflects the ability to adapt. It reflects the importance of maintaining confidence while facing pressure. Those qualities can inspire anyone who is trying to make a positive change. A 30-day sobriety challenge is not about becoming perfect. It is not about proving that someone is stronger than everyone else. It is not about judging people who drink or use substances. It is not about creating shame. It is about paying attention. It is about asking honest questions. What role does a substance play in my life? Do I use it socially? Do I use it to relax? Do I use it when I feel stressed? Do I use it when I feel lonely? Do I use it to avoid difficult emotions? Do I feel uncomfortable when I try to stop? Can I enjoy my life without relying on it? These questions may be uncomfortable, but they can also be useful. Sometimes people follow routines without examining them. A habit becomes part of everyday life. It may happen after work. It may happen during celebrations. It may happen during weekends. It may happen when someone feels bored. It may happen when someone feels anxious. Over time, the behavior may become automatic. The person may stop asking why they are doing it. A 30-day challenge can interrupt that automatic pattern. It can create space. It can allow a person to observe their choices. It can reveal emotional triggers. It can show how often a substance is connected to stress, social situations, or personal routines. The goal is not simply to count the days. The goal is to understand the relationship. 30 days may sound simple, but changing a familiar habit can be difficult. The first challenge may be deciding to begin. People often tell themselves that they will make a change later. They may say they will start next week. They may say they will begin after a holiday. They may say they will stop after one more celebration. They may wait for the perfect moment, but the perfect moment may never arrive. A decision often begins with honesty. A person may look at their routine and recognize that something is not working. They may notice that they are spending too much money. They may notice that they are losing energy. They may experience problems in relationships. They may feel that their behavior is affecting work or school. They may wake up feeling disappointed. They may feel that they no longer have control. Or they may simply want to explore a healthier lifestyle. Every person has a different reason. The reason matters because it can become motivation during difficult moments. When the challenge feels uncomfortable, a person may remember why they started. Perhaps they want better sleep. Perhaps they want more energy. Perhaps they want to improve their physical health. Perhaps they want to become more emotionally present. Perhaps they want to strengthen a relationship. Perhaps they want to save money. Perhaps they want to prove that they can make a change. Perhaps they want to learn whether a habit has become too important. A clear reason can provide direction, but motivation alone may not be enough. People often believe that change is based entirely on willpower. They imagine that success means resisting temptation through determination. Willpower can help, but habits are also shaped by environment. A person may associate certain places with drinking. They may associate certain friends with substance use. They may connect certain music, foods, events, or times of day with the habit. If the environment remains unchanged, the challenge may become harder. That is why preparation can be important. Before beginning, a person can examine their routine. What situations create the strongest desire? What emotions appear before the behavior? What happens afterward? Does the person feel relaxed? Do they feel guilty? Do they feel tired? Do they feel disconnected? Do they feel temporary relief? Understanding the pattern can help create alternatives. For example, if stress is a major trigger, the person may need a new way to relax. They may take a walk. They may listen to music. They may exercise. They may speak with a trusted person. They may write about their feelings. They may spend time outdoors. They may practice breathing exercises. They may create a calming evening routine. The alternative does not have to be perfect. It only needs to provide another choice. The first day of a 30-day challenge may feel exciting. A person may feel confident. They may announce the decision. They may tell friends. They may remove alcohol or other substances from their home. They may create a calendar. They may write down their goals. They may feel that a new chapter has begun, but the excitement may not last. The second day may feel ordinary. The third day may bring temptation. The first weekend may be difficult. A familiar event may create pressure. A friend may ask questions. Someone may offer a drink. The person may begin to wonder whether the challenge is necessary. This is when the original reason becomes important. The person can ask, why did I begin? What do I want to learn? What do I hope will change? The answer may help them continue. The first week can reveal how deeply a habit is connected to everyday life. A person may discover that they used a substance during certain routines without thinking. They may notice that stress creates cravings. They may realize that boredom is a trigger. They may recognize that social pressure plays a major role. These discoveries are valuable. Awareness is not failure. If a person notices a strong desire, that does not mean the challenge is impossible. It means the person is learning. The desire may pass. The emotion may change. The situation may become easier. The person can observe the feeling without immediately acting on it. This can create a new sense of control. But it is also important to understand that stopping alcohol or certain substances suddenly can be medically dangerous for some people. Someone who drinks heavily or uses certain substances regularly may experience serious withdrawal symptoms. A 30-day challenge is not always safe to begin without professional guidance. If a person is dependent on alcohol, sedatives, or other substances, they should speak with a qualified healthcare professional before stopping suddenly. Medical support may be necessary. This is not a sign of weakness. It is a matter of safety. Recovery is not a competition. There is no prize for taking unnecessary risks. The goal is health. The goal is support. The goal is to make changes in a safe and sustainable way. For someone who does not have physical dependence, a 30-day break may be an opportunity to observe habits. For someone who may have a substance use disorder, professional treatment may be more appropriate. The path depends on the individual. One person may benefit from a short challenge. Another may need counseling. Another may need a support group. Another may need medical care. Another may need a long-term recovery plan. There is no single solution for everyone. The most important step is recognizing what kind of support is needed. Public figures can sometimes inspire people to make changes. Kelly Rowland's career demonstrates the value of commitment and personal development. She has worked in an industry where public pressure can be intense. She has experienced major changes in her career and personal life. She has continued to develop as an artist and public figure. Her story can encourage people to think about discipline and growth. But inspiration should not become misinformation. We should not create an addiction story for someone who has not publicly confirmed one. We can respect Kelly Rowland's achievements without attaching unverified experiences to her name. The 30-day challenge can stand on its own. It does not need a false celebrity story. The challenge is meaningful because many people want to understand their habits. They want to feel healthier. They want to feel more present. They want to improve their relationships. They want to create a life that feels more balanced. The second week may bring new experiences. Some people may notice changes in their routine. They may have more time. They may spend less money. They may wake up feeling different. They may become more aware of their emotions. But experiences vary. Not everyone will feel immediate improvement. Some people may feel uncomfortable. They may become restless. They may feel bored. They may realize that a substance was helping them avoid difficult thoughts. Without the substance, those thoughts may become more noticeable. This can be challenging. It can also be an opportunity. A person may begin to ask deeper questions. Why do I feel stressed? Why do I feel lonely? Why do I need to escape? What problems have I been avoiding? What changes do I need to make? Sobriety can involve more than removing a substance. It can involve building a life that does not depend on escape. That process may require emotional work. It may require honest conversations. It may require therapy. It may require setting boundaries. It may require changing relationships. It may require learning new coping skills. The person may discover that the substance was not the only problem. It may have been a response to other problems. Removing the substance may reveal those issues. That can feel difficult, but understanding the deeper cause may lead to meaningful change. The third week may feel different. The new routine may begin to feel more familiar. Some triggers may become easier to manage. The person may feel proud. They may notice that they can attend social events without using a substance. They may learn that relaxation is possible through other activities. They may discover new hobbies. They may reconnect with people. They may begin to enjoy quiet moments. But progress is rarely a straight line. A difficult day can create strong temptation. An argument can bring back old habits. A stressful event can make the person question the challenge. The person may think, one time will not matter. They may believe that they deserve a reward. They may feel that the challenge has already proven its purpose. These thoughts are common. The important question is whether the person is making a conscious decision or returning to an automatic habit. If the person chooses to continue, they can focus on the present day. 30 days may feel overwhelming. One day may feel more manageable. Sometimes the goal is not to solve the entire future. Sometimes the goal is simply to make a healthy choice today. The fourth week may create a new kind of challenge. The person may begin to think about what happens after day 30. Will they return to their old routine? Will they continue without the substance? Will they use it differently? Will they create new limits? Will they seek additional support? The end of the challenge is not necessarily the end of the journey. It may be the beginning of a more honest relationship with personal choices. The person can review what they learned. Which situations were difficult? Which alternatives worked? What emotions appeared? Did relationships change? Did sleep change? Did energy change? Did confidence change? Did the person feel more present? Did they discover a problem they had not recognized? These questions can help determine the next step. Some people may decide to continue their sobriety. They may realize that life feels better without the substance. Others may decide to create strict boundaries. They may limit certain situations. They may avoid using substances to cope with emotions. Others may recognize that they need professional support. All of these outcomes can provide valuable information. The challenge is not about reaching a specific answer. It is about learning. A person should also avoid comparing their experience with someone else's. One person may find the challenge easy. Another may struggle. One person may feel immediate changes. Another may not notice much. One person may have strong support. Another may feel alone. Comparison can create shame. It can make people believe that they are failing. But recovery and behavior change are personal. The right pace is different for everyone. The goal is not to perform sobriety for other people. The goal is to make choices that support health and well-being. Social support can make a major difference. A person may tell a trusted friend about the challenge. They may ask someone to check in. They may join a community. They may speak with a counselor. They may spend more time with people who respect their decision. Support does not have to be dramatic. Sometimes it is a simple message. How are you feeling today? Do you need company? Would you like to go for a walk? Would you like to talk? These small actions can reduce isolation. Isolation can make unhealthy habits stronger. Connection can provide another source of comfort. People may also need to set boundaries. Some friends may not understand. They may pressure the person to return to old habits. They may make jokes. They may say that one drink will not matter. They may question the decision. The person can respond calmly. They do not have to explain every detail. They can say that they are taking a break. They can say that they are focusing on their health. They can say that they do not want to use substances right now. A boundary does not require an argument. It is a statement about personal needs. The person may also need to change their environment. If certain places create strong pressure, they may choose to avoid them during the challenge. If certain social events feel unsafe, they may attend for a shorter time. They may bring a supportive friend. They may plan an exit. They may choose a non-alcoholic drink. They may create a new tradition. These choices can reduce temptation. They can also help the person discover that social life does not have to depend on substances. Some people worry that sobriety will make life boring. They may believe that celebrations will lose excitement. They may fear that friends will not accept them. They may worry that they will not know how to relax. These fears can be powerful, but a 30-day challenge can test them. The person may discover that conversations become more meaningful. They may remember events more clearly. They may enjoy activities without needing a substance. They may develop new interests. They may learn that confidence can exist without chemical support. The experience may change how they define fun. That does not mean every day will be exciting. Life includes ordinary moments. Learning to accept ordinary moments can be part of personal growth. Boredom is not always a problem that needs to be removed. Sometimes boredom encourages creativity. It may encourage a person to try something new. They may read. They may cook. They may exercise. They may learn a skill. They may spend time with family. They may create music. They may work on a personal project. The time once connected to substance use may become available for other experiences. Self-care can also become important. Self-care is not only about expensive products or perfect routines. It can involve basic needs: sleep, food, movement, rest, connection, emotional honesty. A person who is tired and stressed may find cravings more difficult to manage. Taking care of basic needs can support the challenge. The person can create a routine. They may go to bed at a consistent time. They may eat regular meals. They may drink water. They may spend time outside. They may reduce unnecessary stress. These actions do not solve every problem, but they can create stability. A stable routine can make change easier. Mental health should also be part of the conversation. Some people use substances to manage anxiety, sadness, trauma, loneliness, or emotional pain. Removing the substance may reveal those feelings. The person may need professional support. Therapy can provide a safe place to understand emotions. A counselor can help identify patterns. A healthcare professional can discuss treatment options. Support groups can reduce isolation. Trusted friends and family can provide encouragement. No one should feel that they must manage everything alone. Asking for help is an act of responsibility. It is a decision to protect health. It is a sign that the person values their future. The language we use also matters. People should avoid describing themselves as failures because they struggle. A difficult day does not erase progress. A setback does not mean that all effort was meaningless. If someone returns to substance use during a challenge, they can examine what happened. What was the trigger? What support was missing? What could be changed? The person may need to restart. They may need a different plan. They may need professional help. The important thing is to avoid turning one setback into a reason to give up completely. Progress can include learning from mistakes. But if the person experiences dangerous symptoms, loses control, or feels unable to stop, they should seek professional help rather than relying only on a self-directed challenge. Safety comes first. The idea of staying sober for 30 days can sound like a test, but it may be more useful to view it as an experiment. The person is gathering information. They are learning about their habits. They are observing their emotions. They are testing new. Thanks for the watching and subscribe.